And it's crazy because it's affecting her future love life to where her broken family issues made her not even want to talk to a Filipino or a foreigner.
Would you date a foreigner? Would you date a foreigner? No, why not?
This is Jay, the Black Filipino TV. Now today, I want to talk about this. Now, like the other day, actually, I think this video may come up before then. I made a video talking about how the Philippines has one of the lowest depression rates as far as people that are depressed, as far as people that are, you know, going to clinics and going to doctors for mental issues. But this is the thing, right? This is the thing. From this clip here, you can see that a lot of people need it. And they may not need a mental doctor, you know, so much, a mental doctor. A lot of people need counseling. A lot of people need someone to talk to. You know, not so much a psychiatrist that give them medicine, but somebody to talk to, you know, a therapist, a psychologist, someone to speak with. You know, because I spoke with this lady, right?
Are you single and ready to mingle? One question, would you date a foreigner? Would you date a foreigner? No, why not?
Why you don't like to date foreigner daw?
Huh?
She's not planning to get married.
Oh, you're not planning to get married?
As of yet.
Why, too young? Too young?
You don't plan to get married, ate? Why? A lot of why now.
Yeah, I want to know why.
Only one, and if you don't mind,
Yeah, if you
one
don't mind.
reason why. She doesn't plan to get married. Why, te? Why?
Why?
Baka mangyari sa... She said she has broken family.
Broken family.
She has a broken family. She doesn't like it to happen to her too.
And as you guys seen, she's dealing with issues from her parents, okay? And it happens in the Philippines a lot. There's a lot of broken families here. A lot of broken families here, guys. And she was crushed from it. Now, in the Philippines, it's taught not to go speak with someone, you know? And it's crazy because it's affecting her future love life to where her broken family issues made her not even want to talk to a Filipino or a foreigner, for that matter. You know, and guys, I'm not trying to be a therapist myself, you know, these are situations, you know, these are situations that are happening here. And yeah, the Philippines has a low depression rate. And you know what happens though with that low depression rate? People are self-medicating. There's a lot of self-medicating in the Philippines, you know. Even it's a lot of self-medicating all over the world, but it's high here to where you notice there's a lot of Filipinos, if anybody's here, that are Red Horse champions. They just guzzle Red Horses all day long. You know, I know you guys know maybe some of you Filipino, maybe a lot in your family. You know, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of drunks in the US too. A lot, but a lot of times when people are like that, it's self-medication. You know, I know when I was drinking myself, I was self-medicating. And I had some deep issues in there. I had a lot of PTSD issues, okay, for things that I've been through in my life. And it wasn't from war, it was from, you know, but anyway, I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, I had a lot of PTSD issues. Like the girl I spoke to, I was speaking with Kay, she had issues from her broken family, you know? And when there's issues like that, you need to speak with someone about it. When I was in the US, right, I spoke with someone about my issues. And when I spoke with someone about it, right, I said to the lady, I said, well, you know, my issues I'm having, it's not because I'm crazy. I said, it's because I'm really going through things. And then, you know what she said to me? And I stopped saying it after that. She said, well, it seems like you need to go out there and deal with your problems. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I never went to her again after that. But still, me seeing a therapist, or not a therapist, it was actually a psychologist. Me seeing one helped me out. It helped me out a lot. Because it helped me come to a realization of, you know what? You gotta get back out there and deal with it. Okay, but still having someone to talk to, it eased my burden. You know, and it happens a lot because the girl I spoke to, me and Kay spoke to, her burden is not eased. I can tell from even me and Kay talking to her, right? She felt happy that she was able to get it off her chest a little bit. It was weird. It was like she was smiling a little bit and she was happy that she got it off her chest. But she needs to speak on it more. Like I kind of wanted Kay, I was like, oh, and it's funny, I got to stop doing it to Kay. I'm like pushing Kay to be a therapist for her. But no, and that's not K. K is not a hired professional for that. But still, you know, a lot of times people need somebody to talk to. You know, a lot of times people need even just another Filipino to talk to. Like sometimes, a lot of people say, well, no, go get professional help. Yeah, it's true. But sometimes having somebody else to talk to about your problems, it does help because you're getting it off your chest. And a lot of times in the Philippines, it's frowned upon, you know? Going to the doctor is frowned upon. Not as far as if your tummy's hurting, but as far as anything for mental health, it's frowned upon in the Philippines, you know? It's kind of shunned. But still, the people are happy. There's a lot of self-medication happening here. I'm not sure if that was her issue. I don't know. It can be done, you know? You can't judge a book by its cover. I know what she told me. I don't know her. But still, I felt bad for her because it's like, man, you're letting your family issues carry into you. And you see it all the time. It happens everywhere all around the world where kids see things in their family and they're subjected to it and it has a long-lasting impression on them and it's ruining her future. She needs help. And I didn't want to play the whole clip because it would have seemed a little cringe. But I was in there, I was telling her, I said, you know, Day, you need to get help. Because she does. That's a situation that shouldn't be lasting on her like that. She needs to get over it, understand what happened with her parents. It's not her life. You have to at least go out and try, you know? And it happens a lot of times all over the world where a woman sees situations with their families and they let that be why they don't want men, okay? That's the reason why they don't want men. Or that's the reason why they go through issues with men. And you can't let it be like that. It surprised me, but it didn't surprise me really that it's happening in the Philippines. And that's why I get out and I you know, ask questions when I'm out because you get to see what's going on, you know? You get to see what's going on in your environment. And that's what I do. I ask questions here and there and, you know, just to see how they're gonna react. And the things I hear from it, you know, it's all over the place. Like I just wanna know if they would date a foreigner, you know? And then they say no, and then she said, I won't date a Filipino either. And it's like, oh, why not, you know? It's like, you want to know. It's not that I'm trying to bash her or anything, but you want to know at this point, like, why? Why don't you, you know? And it's a serious situation, but I say to people out here in the Philippines, don't go out, you don't have to go out and get medicine. But you know what? I think there needs to be more people speaking to hired help in the Philippines because it's situations that happen, and what happens is a lot of times they'll wait until it's too late, you know? They'll wait until they're at their end, and then they end up living on the streets, and it'll be the same people you see living in the streets, stripping naked in the streets. And you guys see it, I'm sure Manila, Cebu, Davao, everywhere. Those be the same people you'll see in the streets because no one can handle them at that point because they already got to that limit. And if you've ever been in the Philippines, you know what I'm talking about. You see them. You see the person walking around with dirt in their face. Like every time I go by, I travel out of Pasig, right? There's a lady and a guy. There's a lady, her hair's always wild. She has teeth missing, look like she's been in a couple of fights. And she sits there and she gets her period and she doesn't put pads in and it's just disgusting. And she has mental issues. And it's a guy too over there. And I see him all the time and it's like, what happened was, it got too late, and they're still somewhat young. I can tell both of them seem like they're younger than me, around my age. They waited too late, you know, and the family just didn't believe in that. And that's what happens here in the Philippines, and then it's too late and end up on the street. Happens a lot in the US too, happens all over the world, but that's what happens. And, you know, you wait till it's too late, or if you're going through an issue and you don't get the help, it'll be too late, and before you know it, there's nothing you could do about it. But yeah, guys, that's what I seen, and I wanted to talk about it. And I say for people in the Philippines, you know, if you're going through something, speak with someone about it. You know, don't just say, oh, I have to be strong. Because you do have to be strong, yes, but still, speak with someone about it. You know, go get some help. If you feel you're gonna kill yourself, especially, go check yourself in the hospital. You know, because then it'll be too late, and then, you know, you just don't want to be one of those. With that being said, guys, be sure to support at buymeacoffee.com JTBF. And also be sure to stay tuned in for another video. I got a lot more coming, guys. I got a lot more coming, so see you next video. Peace.